Hi, I'm Chris Poland. You're listening to We Go to 11, and this is the new Nuclear Messiah record, Black Flame.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
Hey, Chris, thanks so much. This is going to be for We Go to 11, which at the end, there's going to be a Spinal Tap-esque type story to ask you and see if there's a particular story you can share with us. But in the meantime,
absolutely.
we got, I'm sure there's tons, right, at this point in time, but we're chatting about the Nuclear Messiah album, Black Flame, and that's right around the corner. It's 24th of April.
Yeah.
So chock full of guests. You got the great Pat Travers, Greg T. Walker of all people. Greg T. Walker. Geez, the Blackfoot guy. Ellefson, of course.
Right.
And then
Right.
a lot of the other Megadeth alum. You got Drover, Friedman on there, Chris Adler, Vinny Moore. Yeah, one of the Bumblefoot. Yeah, I mean it just goes on and on. You got I was gonna say the Appice brothers, but they have different pronunciations. One's Appice, Vinny, and then Carmine's Appice. Vinny is Appice. So
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Jurgen Engler played the rhythms on Death and Glory.
Oh yeah. I mean it just goes on and on.
Yeah, when I got the track, I was like, I can't get a better sound than that.
Mm-hmm. So how did this all come together? Because again, you list the guests. This is on Cleopatra. I think they were they're in the 2000s. I think they were the ones cranking out all those all-star records and the tribute records. This isn't necessarily that. I mean, this comes off as is it a band? Is it a project? How would you describe it, first of all?
It's just a summit, I think, of getting everybody together that were a part of this kind of music, that are, seasoned veterans that, Brian got this mad idea that he was going to get everybody involved, and they picked the songs, and then Derek and Jurgen wrote some songs, and then we gave everything we gave, and this is what happened.
Yeah. And how, I mean, again, you get pitched this. I mean, how did you come into this? I mean, it sounds like there was already a mastermind behind this, and this was kind of the concept.
I had been working with Brian Pereira at Cleopatra, I don't know, over the years, doing stuff for him, and always enjoyed working with him. He's such a great guy. He's like not like any other record company president I've ever met. And anyway, great guy. So when he brought the idea to me, I was just like, when I first heard it, I was like, okay, that sounds like something you're going to call me back later and say, yeah, I couldn't do it. Next thing I know, it's happening. So I was just like, wow. And if somebody told me when I was like 12, 13 years old that this would happen, I'd be like, all right. But it did, man. I'm like really excited about it.
Now, with this particular, the way things are recorded these days, a lot of it is just like the file sharing and stuff like that. How do you keep that from sounding cohesive? Because sometimes that's not necessarily the case.
That's the thing, is everybody involved are just total pros. I mean, it's like they know instinctively how to make it sound real, and it does sound real. It's not because they're playing it with it's just, after a while you just know what to do,
Yeah.
You just know how to do it. It's like, it's second nature.
Out of curiosity, I mean, was Carmine his appearance on this album recordings, were they digital? Because I know I've spoken with him before, and I think the last couple King Cobra records he's done, he's actually recorded the drums on actual tape.
You know what? He may have put them on tape and then sent them stems. I mean, drummers do that. A lot of people use just the tape machine without even moving the tape. They're just running through the tape machine to get the electronics of it to go to the stems.
Right.
But
Right.
it doesn't matter how he got it in, man. It's like his feel is just always amazing. Like on the Ride the Sky. What a great feel, man. Just great drumming all around.
Yeah. And as far as with the material, I mean, how much material was presented at this point for this particular recording? I mean, was there stuff left over? What did you have a say? How did that all
There
work?
might have been one song. I remember I played on one song that didn't make the cut, but I think it was because it was a ballad and it was really long. It was a Deep Purple song.
Mm.
But no, actually, John Lappin and Brian Pereira, they masterminded the songs and play on what songs. So you know, it was like a baseball draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like, okay, we're gonna put these guys in this song, but then what about this song? You know what I mean? It's like I don't know how to line it up, but it worked out perfectly, man.
Nice.
Everybody's I think Ride the Sky. I don't think anybody else could have sang that song.
Right.
The way that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way Arthur Brown sang it,
Sure.
it was meant to be for him to do that song. And every song on the record is like that. Right up to Look at Yourself with Sebastian Bach, man. It's just like everything was well planned, or maybe it was just a happy accident. I don't know, but man, it was fated to be good, man.
Yeah. So who would you say was somebody that you were like really surprised to hear that was going to be a part of this? I mean, there's a lot of people on here, but was there a particular person or two that you were like, wow, I really want that?
Yeah, Rick Wakeman, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah.
You know, I mean, anybody. You just name a name, and it's like, I mean, I know all the guys from Megadeth. They're all amazing players. So it's, you know, I'm not so starstruck, but like Pat Travers, you know, snorting whiskey. I mean, dude, come on. It's like people are still trying to get that tone, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen him over the past decade, you know, 2-3 times, and you know, I think he still brings it.
Yeah, he does. I saw him. We had lunch before the record was made with everybody from the label, and I asked him because he has this great wah sound, and I totally forgot. I think he told me it was just a Vox wah or something, but it doesn't matter. It's the way it's all in his hands anyway. So I'm not going to sound like Pat Travers.
Yeah,
but I really love our track for Mad Men Only.
Oh yes,
that and I love Drover's snare tone, man.
Sure,
it just sounds like a freaking anvil. And it might be an anvil for all I know. It might have been sampled.
Right. And that's the tune with Joe Lynn.
Yes. Joe Lynn.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you know, talk about being out of his comfort zone. And he nailed it, man. Everybody, like I said, everybody has done this 1,000 times.
Right.
And they just know how to make it feel like we're all standing there together. And that's how it sounds.
Yeah, and that's why I asked about the cohesiveness, because I think the whole thing comes together, and it sounds like you guys are in studio together and kind of looking at each other as you're doing the performance. So that's come a long way, because I don't think that was often the case with a lot of these types of recordings. I mean, they would sound somewhat disjointed and not so live.
Well, you know, things have gotten better. Computers have gotten better.
Yeah.
And it's easier to do now.
Yeah. Is this kind of your preference as to how to do things, or would you rather go old school?
Well, I mean, it's perfect for this record.
Yeah.
And because everybody was so pro, it worked. But like we just made the latest Ohm record for M Theory Audio. We recorded it live in 4 days.
Oh, wow.
You know, I was in the control room. Those guys, you know, were isolated in upper rooms, and somehow we pulled it off. So.
Now, out of curiosity, I mean, we've seen videos. You're rolling those things out. You know, record comes out on April 24th on Cleopatra. Are you going to take this to the live setting at all? I mean, how would you do that? I mean, I guess you'd have to assemble some kind of a standalone band, right? Because there's way too many people.
Yeah, no, I'm sure, you know, we could put together a band to do, you know, these songs. It would just, you know, take a minute to see if logistically everybody's free to do it, you know, and maybe do the West Coast, because I have a a serious like gig managing like a bunch of studios downtown in LA. And that's how I'm, make my bread and butter. So
Sure.
um music is still my main
Sure.
focus, but it's hard to make money in music unless you're just never home.
Sure.
You
Right.
have a wife and daughter, and you know
And how, I mean, it doesn't sound like that was too difficult of a shift for you to do, like you said, managing the studios and stuff like that, because it's still kind of having a foot in the door in the industry.
oh, I've been doing it for geez, almost 3 decades, man.
Okay, so that's been an ongoing thing for yourself.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
called 7th Street Rehearsal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's right next to the 7th Street Bridge downtown LA.
Oh, wow. Nice. So you mentioned so that's also going to be new music from that band. What's the tentative kind of timetable on that?
Randy Burns is producing, and he just
Oh.
the last song mixing.
Yeah.
We're just going to go through and listen to all the songs, and if we have any little nitpicking we want to do, we'll let him know. But man, it came out really good. And we did it at Lukather's studio.
Oh, okay.
It has a Neve board that Rupert Neve made for EMI London in 1970.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a magic board. It's just got magic in it. And when you hear the record, you'll know what I mean. It just sounds like the real deal,
Yeah. Right. Nice. And that would also, I mean, would there be any live performances for supporting that one? You think?
Probably West Coast.
West Coast again?
I'll get small 4-day jaunts, but it all depends. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to ask you because I was a huge fan of Damn the Machine, and that band, I think it almost was, you guys were ahead of your time, I think. And that's, between the music shifts, the scene shifting, the band itself and everything. I mean, describe what your take is on that now, having had some time, since that record, and then the band disbanded eventually. But, was it ahead of its time, you think? People didn't catch on?
I've told people this before, like lyrically, even if there was no music
right
in the sleeve, it's worth the price of the record, just for the lyrics. And it's a huge collaboration of all four of us, and it was hard. Some songs were so hard to just make one little change here, one little change there. We worked on them really hard. And we followed Brian Huttenauer was our A&R guy over at A&M. And he had signed Soundgarden and all these bands, and he wanted us to record it live.
Right.
And I wanted to, record it, where there's all kinds of old big guitars, 5 guitars left, right, whatever. And, so I kowtowed, and it's still a great record. But I just wish we would have stacked guitars a little bit more. But as far as being ahead of its time, it has no time. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's just unto itself, I feel.
Right. I mean, I almost think that was kind of like a probably too deep, maybe. Music.
When you listen to the record and then Russians comes up,
right?
It's just like, what?
Right.
What is that?
Right. Yeah.
So, and it's kind of like that. I Will, another really bizarre song. Just bizarre.
So,
Lonesome God, I really like that song.
Yeah.
Lyrically and musically, it's just so out there. It's just all of them were like that, and I think that was the problem. Is like
it was hard to market, maybe.
Well, not only that, but we had no idea about Rage Against the Machine.
Right.
They were coming out the same time we were.
Well, that's right.
They were signed to Madonna's publishing company, and all of a sudden, our guy at the publishing company goes, "Hey, have you guys ever heard of Rage Against the Machine?" No.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, they're going to be huge," and we're like, "Oh, great."
Yeah.
So that helped them, not us.
Right. Right. No, but it is recommended. I agree. That's a killer record and worth checking out. I think underappreciated band.
God, it was just everybody in the band everybody's heart was in it, like 110%, blood, sweat, and tears, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And as far as with the Peace Cells, I mean, what a landmark record. I mean, thinking back now, did you guys know that it was going to be, what it turned out to be? I mean, you guys must have been geeked coming from, Killing Is My Business, which had the low budget, really bare bones type production and stuff, and then working with Randy on that, the follow-up.
Yeah, Randy somehow figured out how to record that record and make it happen, and make it like cohesive where you could hear everything. And I actually liked his first mix where Paul Lanny remixed it, but then I appreciated his mix too. But I didn't feel that. I knew Peace Cells was a great song.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter whether Dave Mustaine thought about it or not, because in his mind, he was going to be the biggest band in the world no matter what happened. So, for him, he knew this record was going to do good, but he knew he was going to make 20 other records that were going to do good. So my heart was in it at the time, but after a while, I just got that itch where I kept saying, this isn't what I want to do, man. And so I didn't.
So as far as that, because I don't believe, from my recollection, you weren't really into like the heavier type music, I think. And then you get pulled into Megadeth. So was that what you meant as far as your heart not being into it, like thrashy stuff?
When Gar joined the band, he told me, he said, this isn't just some schlock band, man. This is like songs are really well written.
Sure.
The difficulty factor is hard, and we had just come out of a fusion band with horn sections and intricate parts. And he said, we can do this, and we can make this happen. And we did. And what the cool thing about those first two records is you have Dave Mustaine and Dave Ellefson that are steeped in metal. They're steeped in it. They've lived it. All they want to do is be metal.
Right.
And then there's Gar and myself, who all we wanted to do was be John McLaughlin and Billy Cobham,
Right.
So when we got together, those are the records that happened. It was Gar's feel and whatever my contribution was, but it became something different,
Right. And then later on, I mean, Mustaine pulled you in for, I think you guessed it, on The System Has Failed. So tell me a little bit about that, because I think that was supposed to be a solo record, but then evolved into like a Megadeth record.
I really like that record a lot.
I enjoy it myself, yeah.
I worked with the first engineer, Ralph Patlin. I had so much fun working with him. And when Dave and the producer were there, they were like... They would work me, man. They wanted a certain thing in a certain place, and sometimes I had to dummy down because I was overplaying, but I listened to them, and But when they weren't there, man, me and Ralph Patlin just did anything we wanted, and it was cool. Like My Kingdom, that wah solo.
Yeah.
Me and Ralph we put pedals together for like 45 minutes and then found that sound. And then I think we did like 20 takes. And then the producer came in and he's like, what is this? So he listened to it and then he cut and pasted all kinds of stuff together. And that's how that solo came about. But it's still a great solo.
Yeah. Favorite tune on that record, do you think? What stands out?
I love that song. I love that song because it reminds me of if Frank Zappa wrote a blues.
Yeah.
And I like the feel of it. I like the way Dave's singing it. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but I don't even care. But it's such a good record, man. There's so many great moments on that record. Yeah,
there's lots of great stuff. There you go. Nice. Well, mine's pre-ordered, so I got that one coming on release date. So I look forward to getting the actual physical thing. I'm a CD guy myself, but all right.
Me too. I am too. I swear I am.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely am. I know vinyl's a big big thing these days, but for myself, I think having to go back and rebuy everything and now on vinyl again, it's like,
I'm getting used to using my cell phone, Bluetoothing into a stereo. I can still tell though, the converter is, I don't know what it is. There's just something about it that maybe I just don't trust it, but
yeah,
I use it. It's okay. It's passable.
yeah, yeah. So you're a CD guy, huh?
Yeah, I love CDs. I love the way it sound. I mean, if I had my way, I love cassette. I think cassette sounds really, really good.
No way, really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think back into the day, I think, yeah, cassettes were, I mean, a better option than vinyl, I think, when we made the conversion. But then, the CD comes along and it's like now I'm having to shift everything, rebuy stuff that I have from cassette to CD.
People had that weird, preconceived notion about CDs, but if you put on Led Zeppelin 1 and 2, it still sounds just like Led Zeppelin 1 and 2.
Yeah, right.
So I'm not vibed out about it being, zeros and ones.
I think ultimately, really what it comes down to, I know that there's people, I mean, I have a friend that owns a record shop and he's like, hey, when can I sell you a turntable? I'm like, well, never. Just because
you're a CD guy, right?
Yes.
You should go look up Benchmark.
Okay. Let me write that down.
They make an analog, converter for CD players.
Okay.
If you get like the lowest, I think their lowest priced converter is $700.
Mm-hmm.
If you get that and then listen to your CDs, you will not believe.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I bought one because I thought I could use it to record.
Okay.
And it just wouldn't work in my system. And eventually I needed money and I sold it. But when I hooked it up to the CD player and I used it as the converter, oh my God, it sounded so good.
Nice. Yeah. I
mean,
mean,
that's a cheap one. I mean, they make $3,000 ones.
Oh yeah. I don't know that would go over well with the wife, but the cheaper one probably would. But yeah, I'd rather invest in something like that than a turntable, I think, personally. But ultimately, I mean, I'm cool with people buying physical stuff because again, it helps support the artists and stuff.
Yeah, true.
Ultimately. So, all right. Let me see. We got Damn the Machine. Oh, Kings of Thrash. So I know you step into that from time to time. So, Ellefson keeps pulling you into things.
Yeah. You know what? We did that first little mini tour, and just off the cuff, Ellefson said, let's record this tonight. And it just so happened that Brian Pereira was there.
Mm-hmm.
He comes upstairs and he goes, hey, did you guys record that? And Ellison's like, yeah, I did.
Nice.
I'm like, hey, I did, because he's like, wait a minute, that's Brian from Cleopatra. And Brian goes, yeah, let's release it. And we're like, what? Wow.
And what do you think overall, having now listened to the actual recording of that? I mean, it sounds like it wasn't sweetened up at all.
No, it's just what happened pretty much. But, you know what? There's some things that, I blew, like I had the wrong sound on for Good Morning. I had my rhythm sound on and I couldn't get back to it. And, there's moments that I'm like cringe, but it's live.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm guessing you hear a lot of that stuff because it's you and you're, what needs to go in there and the way it needs to be performed. But I think overall the fans, I don't think we catch on to a lot of that stuff.
But, you got to hand it to Jeff Young. I mean, the parts he's playing, like when he does Mustaine's parts, it's like, whoa. Yeah. I mean, it's like verbatim. It's crazy.
Yeah, no kidding.
I couldn't do that.
Right. So, okay, Nuclear Messiah is the name of the band, right? I mean, are we calling it a band? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the project.
Yeah, project. And then Black Flame is the name of the record. And you have it right there. So, I mean, I think we'll have you do that in the intro, share that a little bit when we wind things down. There you go. And I'm looking forward to getting the actual physical copy. Like I said, I'm a CD geek, so I'm getting it on release date. So, Chris, I was going to, as I mentioned, this is going to be for We Go to 11. So it is going to have a little bit of a Spinal Tap-esque type connection here. So is there a particular Spinal Tap-esque story that stands out that you can share with us here at the tail end of this thing?
Yeah, I'm going to tell this story. I don't think Mustaine will mind.
Go for it, sir.
We're playing the Ritz. It's like 1987, maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave us like a meat platter that was like old. Dave was upset. But they did give him a bottle of really cheap brandy. And because he asked for, he wanted either Cavassier or Remy Martin cognac. And he never, maybe 1 out of 10 times he would get it. Anyway, so he's upset. He's drinking. He fills a can of 7-Up and dumps it out and fills it with brandy. And then halfway through the set, he goes up to the microphone and starts screaming at Barry Corbin and Steve Sinclair from Combat Records. Just going off, just totally like, ruining the show. Finally, the Ritz brings down the big screen for when they have, whatever, disco night. They're like, the show's over, so Mustaine's mad. He's going to smash his guitar. So he's got his guitar like this. And our roadie comes out and grabs the guitar. His name's Scott Menzies. And Scott said, dude, I felt the guitar cracking and I had to let it go. So when he let it go, somehow it went around like this. And a kid was coming up at the same time. So he hit that kid like a golf ball. He went falling back into the audience. Then the guitar went back and broke the screen. And now Dave's like, wow. Next thing I know, a vaudeville hook comes out of the side of the stage. Never seen one.
Okay.
No, they had one. And they're hooking him off the stage.
Yeah. No kidding.
I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. But you know what? There's only 2 people that ever broke that screen.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Mustaine and Sid Vicious.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, there you go.
So obviously they brought the screen down for when the Pistols played.
Sure. Oh my God. So there was an actual hook.
Bolt wooden hook. Huge thing, like
right
20 feet long, big giant wooden hook.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
There you go. Awesome. Oh man. Hey, Chris, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it. Fan of your work, fan of this record. I mean, looking forward to grabbing it on the 24th. If you can do us a favor, did we miss anything? I don't know if you want to plug anything else.
You did watch for the M30 Audio Home record and watch for on April 24th.
Fantastic. Hey, Chris, thanks so much. And, if you ever do some gigs for promoting either Black Messiah or the next Ohm record, hopefully you hit Portland, Oregon, and we'll catch you there.
Portland's right up the road.
Yeah, it's right up the road. So when you said West Coast, I'm like keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Chris. We'll get you guys a link, and best to you, and best, luck with this record. I mean, I think it's been getting some pretty positive feedback.
It is such a good record, man.
Yeah.
I'm totally blessed, man.
Yeah. And like I said, I think for myself, I think the fact that it sounds pretty cohesive, like an actual band, really sells it. So, yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Ruben.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye.